Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday evening. It's been a bloody cold one. The temperature has definitely dropped, and it's been pretty showery, hailstone, so the temperature has definitely dropped. Not been very nice to work in. Just now shut the aviary up. Well, I'll say just now, just before the light faded, shut the aviary up because they've been enjoying the sun. Obviously there has been sunny spells, so yeah, so just thought I'd do a little update on the youngsters. Father and I are going to do a little bit of work with the race loft tomorrow. So I've mentioned before in a previous video that we've had, well, we'll not say trouble with the hens, but they haven't been as, you know, as on it in previous seasons as the cockbirds have. The cocks have flown their socks off in the past 2 or 3 seasons. The hens have been a little bit flat because they've been pairing up. So we're going to try and eliminate that this year. Try and keep it to a minimum at least. So we took these out of the hen section because the hens would double up in the perches. They were fitting 2 hens in there and they're pairing up, laying eggs. We were always finding eggs in here, and they weren't giving the cocks much attention, and that's not really ideal at all. It didn't affect the cocks last year. I mean, we've done very well in all birds, but we want to try and get the hens firing all cylinders again like they did in 2023. So we're going to line the back of the hens loft tomorrow with some OSB, and then we're going to put partitions in between the OSB with the V perches. So we're going to have 18 perches. We aren't going to have 18 hens. We'll have 18 perches, and we'll have dividers in between so they can't see each other. And we're going to tweak the system a little bit. We haven't discussed how we're going to, but I think we'll come up with a plan of tweaking it so the hens will be flying a lot better than they have done in the previous seasons. I mean, last year we did have a couple of minor tickets with hens, 4th club. They were in the top 30 of the combine now and again, but they weren't as good as the cocks. The cocks were battering them. But in youngsters, the hens were absolutely fantastic. The young hens batter the cocks. So we'll see what happens, but we're definitely going to be doing some work with that, try and get the hens to race a lot better than what they have done the past 2 seasons. So anyway, I'll crack on and show you the youngsters. So we've got some nice youngsters here. That's the grandson of New Euro Dark Debbie. Got a nice little dark checker there. And that's a pitbull hen, pitbull lines. They bred a fed winner last season. Unfortunately, the hen, the next race, she was gone before the next race, so she got ad while we were training them. It's unfortunate, but yeah, they've bred some lovely pigeons. He hasn't been much of a pain this evening. I actually have left that up, and he's not gone in there once, so maybe he's learnt his lesson. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a few youngsters. They're growing away nicely. We have got a couple that are a bit behind because they laid a lot later than what the rest did. That pair there, they're younger, and that's the full, well, it's the nestmate to that one, because that pair, her egg in here did not hatch out. It hatched out in the race loft, but not in here. So there we go. They're a little bit younger. As you can see, a bit smaller. They're going to be the younger. So in here we've got a lovely dark checker. So that there is a lovely dark checker. It's a granddaughter of that cock there. Well, that pair there. So I'll show you. Cracking little pigeon that is. Really nice. Ooh, wrong pen, but I'll put you back in. Come on in. That's it. Come on. There you go. There you go. It's a really nice dark checker that is. A lovely little hen, I think. So as I said, they're growing really well. They're just on a general breeding mix. And fresh water, bit of grit, black minerals, and they're bob on. They're really good, reared nicely. Most of the, well, they're all on the second round now. All of the pigeons, the pairs in here are on the second round. Nice little checker pied in there. That's off of the opal cock in the race loft at the top of the fed last season. He was close on to winning the combine as well, but just got pipped by 8 yards. Another little checker in there. That's almost white. We're not really fussed on colours like that. There's a lot of people out there that love the colours. I mean, it's nice to break them up, break the colours up, but we're not fussed. It doesn't mean they're going to be top racers or whatever. If they're going to be, you know, if you've got a white pigeon, it's going to be amazing. It doesn't work like that. But it's nice to break it up. That's an almost white. That's off of the direct daughter of Rambo and the Leaderman cock that we have from John Clive Jackson. So that's going to be a lovely little grizzle. That's the father. Lovely cockbird. Little blue checker up here. Shits are nice as well. Nice brown turds, that's what you want to see around the nest bowl. So they're all, like I said, they're all in the second round. Some have got nest bowls. We haven't got enough nest bowls for all of the pigeons, but most of them have laid in the bowls anyway. So there are a couple of pigeons that have decided to nest elsewhere. That's not a problem for us. As long as they're happy and they're content, that's all that matters. So she's got a nest bowl. That hen there's got a nest bowl because she wanted to nest over there. That's no good really. So put a nest bowl in. She popped in it straight away. She's on 2 eggs. Lovely little grizzle there. That there is off of the direct son of Hades the Unseen, and he's paired on to the hen that we bred ourselves. My missus calls her GP. It's one of my missus' pigeons actually. She didn't want to race it, but in her first nest she bred second fed. So we'll see what they can do this year. She's gone down on a second round, obviously, as I said before. Her egg cracked and one of the other one didn't hatch out. So she's down on 2 fertile eggs now. In here is pretty interesting. We've got a very, very, very sooty baby from 2 normal blues, and the hen's blue-pied. That there is off of a granddaughter of Witty Dirk and Princess 19. Crossed in with grandson of Blue Veil Az. So that's 3/4 bulk, 1/4 Coosa. The grandmother of that bred a combine winner for us. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, so we kept that line going. As I said, pigeons have decided to nest elsewhere, and you know, some fanciers don't like it. They want them nested in their boxes, but as long as the pigeons are happy, it just does not hurt. They can nest on the floor, they can nest wherever they like. Come on. That's it. Come on. So there's one behind here. There's a hen nesting in the corner there. We always get a couple of nests on the floor each year. It just doesn't bother us at all. And one up the top there. So she was scratching around up there when she was looking to lay. Obviously we weren't going to let her nest on top of this with no substrate on there. So we put a bowl up there and she's been happy as Larry up there. So not a problem. She doesn't get bothered by any other pigeons. But what we've done is, as you can see, the ventilation holes there. Sorry, my missus just shouting me for tea, so I better make this quick. The ventilation is there, but what we've done is we've blanked this bit off here so there's no draft. So behind there is some plywood to stop any draft going onto the bird, whoever's sitting or the youngster. But she's pretty content up there. I will cover that extension lead up. Just there is a bit of shit on there actually now, but don't get used anyway. So anyway, as I said, they can nest wherever they like. So the next step is to vaccinate these youngsters. So we have vaccinated youngsters in the past when they're much older, you know, their eyes are changing, they're flying around, and some of them aren't tame, and it can be a real pain in the backside to catch them. Because Father and I don't spend as much time with them as Mrs. does, and she gets them really tame, easy to pick up. But we decided the past couple of years to vaccinate them just as they're leaving the nest. It's a lot easier. So we are going to vaccinate the birds with RP vac. Excuse me. The rotavirus / PMV vaccine. Now we have used the RP vac herpes PMV, but ever since we've used the rotavirus / PMV one with the pink label on it, we haven't had young bird sickness in 2 seasons. It could be a coincidence, but we haven't had young bird sickness. We have suffered with young bird sickness over the past few seasons. I think in the last 7 seasons we've had it 5 times. So we're going to carry on using that same vaccine, because it's either a coincidence or that vaccine has helped us not getting young bird sickness. We haven't had it in the past 2 seasons, and it's a very, very good vaccine. It's 0.3, and we won't look back on that. So we advise anybody to use that vaccine if they're having any problems with PMV, with young bird sickness. So there we go, guys. Quick update. I better go in for my tea, else I'll get in the shit. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone's breeding's going very well. We'll do an update shortly on the progress of the old bird loft, the hen section, and show you what we're actually going to be doing and how we're going to try and tweak it so the hens will be flying a bit better than they have done in previous seasons. So thanks for watching. Take care. Most of all, enjoy your pigeons, guys. Have a good one.